Hello and welcome to Bellatini Art. Jess, and I'm writing solo today. I will be only here working, reading, and doing all the things. This was what I was working on as a warm up prior to um, getting into our buddy color. This is one of my little village ceramic palettes I made. This one is Measure because I love the simplicity of the color. Not too much, just a little. And then also this is the color I used here. And this is also one of our paints. So that being said, I will put all of this away. Just 1 second. I didn't know I had water there. This book, this Forest Girl book, is probably my favorite book. I really love this one, and it's the premium edition, so it will receive watercolor a little bit better than your average book. But onward, let's see. I have my book here. I grabbed all of my Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Hi, hello. Because I think I want to do some art in those too. And just want to, I think honestly, every single thing in the book, literally, no, in the kitchen sink at this page. And it was an entire blast. It was so much work and a lot of mental awareness, I suppose, but I did get through it. So we are going to be working on our candle page in World Within Worlds. This is our third time. And so I am hoping that y'all are ready and we can get our things started. I was proud of myself for not being late tonight, especially being on my own without my Sarah. Stand back, kiddo. One good thing about living in a neighborhood in the Pacific Northwest when it's raining, but you don't hear as much people noise. And it's so nice. It's actually so much more peaceful to open up our windows when it's raining around here than it is when the sun's out. When the sun's out, literally, I think every human under the earth shows up. It's kind of absolutely bizarre. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully Michelle's here and she too, and Amy and Lori, and I'm sorry Sarah's at work. Yeah. So last night I ended with doing some more, and it's like I keep opening this up and it's not doing it for me. So I'm a little bit, I know how to make it deeper. It's not what I was thinking. I was going to go brighter, but I'm not 100% sure what I should do. You ever get to this point in your page and you're like, totally need to go the other way because this isn't what I was thinking. Lay down. Lay down, Remy. Lay down. Mommy's working. Mommy's working. See? Look, right there. You can see. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just processing it, maybe. By the way, Lori, I am so sure that you've already seen Amy's background page, but that thing is a beauty. That is such a beauty. I want to try those chalk. Hey, Amy, welcome. I want to try those. Those are super cool. You know, I've never been into really doing backgrounds because they kind of intimidate me. So I'm just really like trying to dive in. Not, you know what I mean? I've always concentrated so much on my shading that I've left off like the backgrounds, and those are so fun. They're so fun. You love backgrounds? Yeah, just really good. Um, your backgrounds are just awesome. Everyone's progress is so cool. Is anyone feeling kind of like stumped in their page right now? All right. So I'm going to have to go darker. The question is, do I keep building with pencil and maybe then do some chalk, whatever I call it, like not pan pastel, because I don't think I have the colors for that, but I do have, wherever they're at, or they're up. Maybe Sarah has them on her side. Like pan pastels from Jean Davenport. Oh, hoo. I like Ohuhu markers. Those tickle my fancy. I am so thankful to have met both of you, Amy and Lori. I really just really wanted to tell you that today because I'm all about kindness and like respect and stuff like that. And it has been really cool coming back into the coloring world and honestly being greeted with personalities like you both. So that has been so fantastic. Sarah's telling me where they could possibly be. Emmy. Um, I think what I'm going to do instead of do those, I think what I want to do is use some Neo 2s. Can you back up, please? Working. I'm working. Good boy. Yeah, so I think I'm going to just have to go with some more Neo 2s. I was going to avoid putting more water in it. I just don't think I'm going to get... Okay, just don't give up. You can do it. Let's go with... Let's add some of this to it. There we go. I actually physically use my fingers as like bumpers so that I don't go over because I sometimes don't feel like I have all that much control with my hand. Um, Sometimes I feel like it'll just like kind of go out of hand a little bit out of whack. So I kind of, if I feel like I'm going to need to go faster, I'll just use my finger as a bumper. I know it's probably a little weird, but every time Sarah texts me, it comes up either on the iPad or the laptop or my cell phone. And then sometimes it'll be like this like domino effect. You don't have time tonight, Lori? You got stuff going on? Sometimes you just flat out don't feel like it, right? I also, Amy, you guys, I don't want you to feel pressured to have to do this as fast as I'm doing this. I'm just doing this as fast as I am because I, I don't know. I think I've been coloring a lot on this, spending 3 hours every evening on it. So, I mean, this is 6 hours worth of work, 6.5 hours. And this is all I've done. My page is wrinkled right here. So I'm trying to be creative with it. Maybe it's supposed to look like lightning coming down because it's creased. No, Remy, don't jump. You're okay. You're not getting back up. All done. So does this mean, Lori, does this mean you get to go live tonight? Remy, enough. Waiting. All right. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's a buddy color that I'm doing. Sorry, I'm making so much racket over here. I've got too much going on. I'm going to move my palette over onto this side. Because I'm going to use the Neo 2s to mix here. I'm just actually going to take some of this already color on my palette and I'm just going to wipe it back. All right, so here we go. I'm going to add some of this salmon or something. Yeah, salmon. And I'm going to come in and just like fill in some of these areas out here with the lighter color that I plan to achieve. And I'm also going to start coloring in the other way, the other against the way I was coloring. Because I can see my coloring marks here. I like that because it looks like fire coming out a little bit, but I want to soften that. So I'm just kind of coming in and blending out the already existing color underneath. And just keep building those layers. And I'm avoiding my little birdies. I'm going to end up going in and making that whole section kind of do its own thing maybe. But right now I'm not concentrating on that. Just leave them there. Don't touch them. It's like a cookie jar. You're not allowed in it. Okay? Get out. Hello, Martha Makes Art. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's see. See, I even do it over here. I even support my hand over here because I just feel like my hand's going to go wacky if I don't control it. Do any of you have things that you have to do to help yourself with stuff like that? You know, I suppose it doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just maybe something you do or something that you've maybe become aware of and didn't know you did. I don't think I knew I did that for a long time. So I started watching my videos and realizing like what I was actually doing. You learn a lot about yourself making videos. Those of you that make them, I'm sure you would probably agree with me. It's blurry. All right, let's go in with some water here. I'm gonna go ahead and hold my page down because it's not gonna wanna stay flat. So I'm gonna kind of force it. I'm just gonna go in and blend those out. Put some more depth in there, I suppose. It's just Ruger, hun. It's just Ruger. It's just Ruger. Ah, don't bark. No barking. Good dogs don't bark. Hey, hey, hey. No. So sorry. I apologize. I got a puppy and he's learning his boundaries and what mine are mostly. Because I'm pretty noise sensitive. And also the boys when they were growing up, they were very noise sensitive. So we had a really, really quiet household growing up with the boys. I mean, I have a decent connection, so I'm not sure what's going on. So sorry. Maybe it's the quality of my camera. Maybe that. Oh no. Technical difficulties. Like, I choose to come back and go, okay, I've done this 1,000 times. Like, it'll be great. And I cannot figure out how to do anything anymore. This has been a very hard week technologically. It's better now. Maybe, I don't know, a fluke. Keep in there with me. Sarah's suggesting I go turn off some different devices and see if that helps. So I might have to step away for just a second if it starts up again. Mm-hmm. 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 It's going to be a painful process because I have to pull it right over and over again. So hang in there with me. More sensitive. Hang on. All right. What everybody have for dinner tonight? Or are going to have for dinner tonight? Cheesy chicken casserole. Thinking chicken tacos. My goodness, guys. I think people are having to eat more chicken these days because Have you guys seen the price of meat? Holy moly, macaroni. Really insane. I saw, okay, granted it was ribeye, but $23. It was $22.99 a pound at the grocery store the other day. This isn't even like one of our like super expensive grocery stores. You know, it's just the run of the mill grocery store. And I was like, I can't eat meat like that anymore. But oh my gosh, if someone in my family wants, you know, a good meat, too bad. Go get scurvy. Chicken night, chicken salad. That's good. It's chicken tonight. Chicken on Mondays, huh? Yeah, I was just talking on Kim's live, and I was saying how I almost miss Mondays. Mondays were brutal, brutal. Like, I mean, I know everyone's Monday is hard, but there's no reason why your whole week needs to happen on Monday. Uh, never understood it. It's like, give me a break. We don't have to have everything due right now. That was interesting. So Mondays were always very, very difficult on me. And me saying like, oh, I almost miss them is comical. It's a very funny thing for me to be saying that. Chicken salad is so good. Okay, so do you like fried chicken salad or grilled chicken salads? Or how kind of, if you were gonna make up your own favorite chicken salad, what does it have in it? No joke, Mondays are, oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember when I worked, Sarah, how awful it was? I was like non existent after work on Mondays. Like, man, just count her out. Like, she's just going to bed. Hey, I think perhaps I'm going to go. I might go with a little bit of pink first. It's just like not this happy in between color that I'm looking for. I think it comes in a larger set, possibly. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Some of these are brand new, so they've never been used until like, well, we used them once. We went on a little trip to and tried them then with Sarah, and since then we haven't used them. So they're essentially brand new, and some of the edges on it are still so sharp. But that's my fault. I can fix that. But yeah. Y'all are gonna hate me right now because I know everyone in the world is so much more precious about things than I am. Um, And so don't watch. Here. I think I should have tried to put the watercolor ground on this page. Would have been a good one to try it on. You guys ever use that stuff? In here, so there it is. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not going to the grocery store. Grocery store depresses me, literally. Sarah and I go grocery shopping together because I can't go by myself. So well, it's kind of fun, and we've tried to like have fun doing it. Um, instead of making it a chore, we use that time to kind of dream up recipes together and talk about things like we've stopped like planning for meals, really. We plan just for ingredients. So we buy the ingredients that we want to use, and then we want to do in the moment, because both Sarah and I can be pretty indecisive when it comes to our food. It's just decision fatigue constantly. All right, I'm starting to feel a little bit more groovy about maybe the depth. I think I'm going to take it just a little bit longer or deeper. But I do have to tape this side over here too. You haven't been in the store in over 8 years? Yeah. That I don't. I leave the house way more often than that. I try to get out once a week, but sometimes it's once every 2 weeks. Is that difficult for you, Lori? If you don't want to talk about it, please don't feel obligated to talk about it. I just wondered if that's hard. Imagine it is. Sorry, Sarah, these aren't in the same spots. Nope, that doesn't go there either. I don't know what I did. Okay. It's going to go there. Okay. Moving on. Let's see about this. Lori, imagine you have somebody that helps you go grocery shopping. Where'd you have that delivered? Started with not being able to make decisions, then vertigo. Walking with stuff everywhere makes me feel so dizzy I can't move. Yeah. That's kind of how it is for me. I don't know the reason. Other than I have, problems with my blood regulating or whatever it is. And I go feel dizzy and stuff like that too all the time. I kind of always. No, waiting. Come on. You're okay. Yeah, you're good. You're okay. I know you're just lonely and you're bored. But yeah, I can't, like, I mean, do you ever wish that you could? Is it something that you like mourn or you've settled with? Yeah, I get vertigo like all the time. Every time I move my head almost. I actually am wearing a heart monitor. I have to wear it for a whole month. They had me go in and show me how to use it, and then um like day number 2 or 3 or something like that. So we had to get another one shipped to us. Took like 5 or 6 days, I think. Um, and so I think I've had it on 2 days now. So I have to start over on my time. All it's just, I guess, too bad. I guess that's how it works. So no, I don't like going out. Having MS is like I just don't feel comfortable and clothes hurt and soft jammies. Yeah, yeah. When you don't feel good, the last thing you want to do is spend that energy that we have blow drying our hair or putting makeup on our faces or, just hope the people around you love you and your jammies, right? A pacemaker, with my Merlin and they monitor me. Amy, do you mind if I ask why you have one? All right. So I feel like maybe I'm as deep red as I want, but I'm gonna go in, I think, with a little bit of like some teals bring out some more purples and leave these teals behind. This is kind of the way I shade. Don't feel like this is what you should do in any way, shape, or form. This is literally my own style, if you will. You can shade with the you shade with. The areas will still, they'll be similar. We all shade a little bit differently, but I like my shadows to look like colors are coming out of them. And heart failure. I had a heart attack. That's a lot. That is a lot, my friend. Be really careful now, or can you resume any of your regular activities you did prior to it? Rim. No. Waiting. You're okay. Stay with mama. Mommy. Mama. Mom. I went through that stage in my life already. How did I get there with a dog? Oh, you have 2 stents. Yeah. It sure is hard to be sick. I have a condition with my eyes, and it's very bizarre. You may or may not have heard of blepharospasms, but but there's also such thing as called severe blepharospasms. So blepharospasms are like when your eyes. You ever have had like your eyes spontaneously like twitch or blink, and you're like, "What the heck? I didn't make my eyes do that." That's a blepharospasm. And typically it'll happen when you're tired, or it could be from medications. It could be anything like stress, all these different variables that go into it. But then somewhere in the brain is, your nerves that say, that's not how we're going to do this. Basically, my eyes want to stick shut. And then people will ask me, so how do you see? Vision for the most part, and there's not a dang thing wrong with my actual eyeball. I have a neurological issue that causes my eye to want to shut when I'm intaking information. So it does well. Like right now, I'm sitting here outputting information. I'm not like trying to process what you're saying. If I have to process what somebody's saying, my eyes will start to shut, and they want to like almost like go into seizure mode. Wow. I love that. I love that for you. I love that for all of us that are just like being like warriors. And, there's people like Sarah that, she's a pain warrior. She has major migraines and gets up and weathers the storm, and thank goodness for modern medicine. I met Sarah. She wasn't in the same treatment as she has now. And it was brutal watching her go through that. So I think I'm going to move. I didn't end up using my palette because I just basically colored with them. And this is the more tedious part of coloring, is when you get down to a little more detailed, because that's when you have to kind of bounce all over and make sure you're um, creating the symmetry that you want. I shouldn't say creating symmetry, because I mean, you're not expected to color the whole thing if you don't want to color the whole thing. So I always need to know how many how many, why do I keep doing that? How many Prisma people and how many Poly people do we have here? Yeah, I'm really, it's been a rough year. I haven't really showed up for anything, including myself, this last year. And I kind of have to be okay with it, because, life hasn't been very simple for me in a million and one ways. And for the first time in my life presented an opportunity for me to kind of check out and take care of myself, um, even when the timing was bad. Um, I've never done that before, so I was really thankful to do that. Um, yeah, so coming back into the coloring community literally this week after 2 years, I think. Yeah. What are we calling that, Sarah? You like them both, basically. Let's see. I love both. And then that's our choice. I love them both. Amy, she's like, I only have 12. How do I know if I love them? That's why we have full set syndrome. You can't like something until you have a whole thing. I feel that though, 100%, because full set syndrome is a real problem. You might miss out on something if we don't have them all. We need them all. Right, Lori? Right, Sarah? Right, Amy? Or whoever else is here? I don't know if anyone's here tonight. Ooh, I don't know if you guys just heard that, but that was a car sliding because they weren't careful when they took off around that corner. Went too fast. They didn't hit anything, but it certainly sounded like they were going to. See, this is where you guys might catch up to my speed, up to where I'm at, because I take a long time to do stuff like this. This detail work takes me forever. So, we have 12 Pablos. A full set of Pablos. And I didn't like them at first. Really struggled with them because they're so hard. But once I learned how they like to be used, I felt like I could create. It's kind of how I started like my style of like the melting colors of shadowing and stuff. Is because Pablos do it beautifully. Just I can't always deal with like my hands hurting from them. Even though if I color light, there's just a certain pressure they like. Okay, so tell me what your favorite books are, or who is your favorite coloring book artist? 5 o'clock, my friend. 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock your time. Silly Willy. I'm glad you're here. I was asking about you. Also, where's Michelle? Yeah. I have my favorite artist is different than my favorite books. Does that make sense? Love Amy's like, Lori, you need to take care of me. I love it. Yeah, so there's really too many to choose from. Isn't that the truth? There's I see what I want to know what my favorite artist is. Sarah may know this answer. I think. Eerie. Eerie's are my favorite books, but they're not my favorite artists. No, none of the hardback books. I like to, I struggle with it because I like looking at her art, but I really don't enjoy coloring it. I really like doing Lulu Mayo. Hang on a second, I'm gonna grab some drink. Ouch. Dang me, dang me. There's so much line work in it that it overwhelms me. Does it not overwhelm you? Anything that's like mandala or something like that, it's a little bit too much. Not Markova. I can give you a hint, Sarah. Yeah, I think that we kind of suffer from that same syndrome. Okay. Thank you for letting me step away and grabbing a drink. I feel like my nails have not recovered from all of the ceramics that we did this last, they will never stop drying out. Really, it's not sand to me, dang it. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Come back anytime. I'm trying to be live daily at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard and 8 Eastern. So thanks for being here. Any suggestions on what colors I should do for the sand, water sand? I'm stuck on the color of the sand. Should I go in with markers, alcohol markers? What medium should I use on it? Yeah. They got candles out here, so I assume it's like, like the pyramid candle in Egypt. That's what I'm envisioning. Um, hmm. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't want to overthink it. I'll start overthinking it. Yeah, I could, but I want it. I don't know what I want to do yet. Um, sometimes I'll start something and be like, that is not what I'm doing, and I'll totally switch gears. So I'll just do what is in my head right this second, and if not, I will pivot. Pivot, I say, pivot. Anyway, we're talking about being able to like color together. Do you do Discord? Discord is a very cool place that we can go and do color alongs and hang out and chat in a group. If you're not familiar with what it is, and it's kind of nice because if you feel like popping on and doing, we have like a buddy color and we want to do a private, you know, um, like a group blah blah. I don't know what I'm saying to you. Sorry. Um, Perhaps that's an idea. Markers would be easier. I'm going to make a sandwich bar beach. Sand bar beach for the people and the camels. Perfect. That way they can be at the sand and still not dehydrate. Sarah's always on the hydration. Anyway, so that you guys don't have to sit here and wonder for the rest of your lives, um, Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Jasmine Beckett Griffith is my favorite illustrator. You have this gal right here. Ooh, I want to drop another book. This one. Love. Love. See it? There. There. Love. I love her. Yeah. Yeah. She's around. There's two things I like to collect: Jasmine Beckett Griffith and Hello Kitty things. Maybe there's more, but those are like two of my favorite. Well, Hello Kitty's my favorite. Jasmine Beckett Griffith, she's up there though. I do enjoy her art very much. It makes me feel like I feel, if you will, when I see her art. It like makes me feel something. This must be a long time ago because every single female, everybody's wearing I guess they wore, I don't know, they have dresses on. I wonder what time frame this is supposed to have been in. What colors would have been available at the time? All the things. I like to know the story of why, what made Kirby do this picture. What's it say? Doesn't art say something? Yeah. Yeah, she's incredible. I have her Halloween book. Didn't really care for the care. You have to like portraits and people to like that book because that's all it is literally. There's nothing else to color in them. Like maybe some flowers or shrubs or like very very small bit. It doesn't. It's not like Kirby or some of the others that really tell you where to do um, shading and stuff like that. So if shading isn't like come natural, it's a rough start. I think. I know for me it has been, was, is, always will be. How come? How come you don't like her? Oh, you don't have nothing of her. I see. I misunderstood. Okie dokie, Amy. I don't know if these books make it on many people's top book list because they are. I mean, I have seen some incredible pictures come out of them, but I struggle. I struggle with them. There's a new one out. I don't know, like I'm suffering because I don't want to get new books. Um, because I have so many that I've never even colored in that it just seems so wasteful. But it's so hard not to have the collections. Is it the yeah. This is just one of them. I haven't colored in these in jeez, I don't even know how long. Um, it's been a long time since I've colored in these. Yeah, I like these books. They're cool. I haven't colored in this one very much at all. Welcome back, Amy. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Needless to say, my color style is very inspired by her as an artist. Yeah, I don't mind them. I mean, just like anything else, we always have to be very careful with how much, water we're using because you're going to warp your pages or tear them. But um, her art, to me, allows a lot of room for creativity. You can really throw a ton of mediums at it and have such a fun time bringing the characters to life, I think. I'm just going in and kind of adding some layers um, of brown in here. I'm going to come back and make this even more deep with probably a pencil or maybe perhaps even some paints. Would you rather see me do this over with paint or with a pencil? Right. So, anybody have an idea? Do they want to see me paint the rest of this on? Or, because I'm not sure if anyone's even here. So, I didn't know if anybody's really here, if my Wi Fi disconnected again or something, maybe. Oh, another pencil. I'm glad I chose pencil. You can't paint? What do you mean you can't paint? If you can color, you can paint. Like, you can't physically paint, or like you're feeling like you're not like confident to paint. Do you know we can do that? Yes. I think that way um, it can be more like just open questions and stuff like that. If that's okay. Plus, Michelle, we can always do that on YouTube. You know, it's easier for me on YouTube. I mean, TikTok. Jeez, make up your mind, Jess. Which one? You just have to set it up. Um, it's for me. I have an idea of how I want my channel to be, and I am okay with having a more casual, like um, like going live together on TikTok rather than here. I mean, I'm not mad at people for doing that or think it's bad. It's just something I'm not really wanting to do unless it's like a setup, like we're going to actually like do a class, or we're going to do, some sort of like someone wants to show me something or show me how to do something. I think that that's okay, but it's just kind of not how I want to run my channel. I'm sorry if that isn't the common denominator. I appreciate you understanding, Michelle. But I didn't know that we could go live together. I didn't know that. Well, I did because Kim had StreamYard or whatever, and I did go with hers before I changed over to this account name since I changed over. But I am not very well versed in the YouTube how to do it world. I've used to be, but things just seem so different since I took a 2-year leave. Over 2 years, actually. 4 years since I was coloring on YouTube, and then 2 years since I posted anything about my watercolor line. That journey has been fun and wild, filling and tiring, and just an incredible experience. I really, really do miss being able to make watercolor paint on a regular basis. Where's Keely tonight? I know Keely's not coloring with us, but usually Keely pops in. So where's everyone at in their page? Has anyone come closer to being done? I have a question. What's your favorite item to color? Like, do you like coloring people? Or like kitchen items? I don't know. Yeah, when you were setting up the live, there's a button you can see. Oh, but even if I don't have like, you can still do that. I need to get Sarah a webcam so Sarah can set up on her side also. TikTok is fun in that way because, like, I think, I don't remember how many, 6 people can color at one time on there. Maybe it's 9. I have no idea. I love coloring people and mushrooms and leaves, but I do not like eating much. Yeah, you don't like that. You're like, that's yucky. Michelle's like, no, thank you. I love all of those things. Mushrooms are like, oh. We had like such a good charcuterie board yesterday. So good. I had like bits and pieces of it from because there's leftovers. So I had like little bits and pieces. So good. I'm working on my first candle. Finish my first flame. Oh, I'm so nervous about these flames. Someone tell me it's just a coloring page. Hurry, tell me. Working in my wax. I appreciate you liking that screen. Thank you. I'm really doing a heck of a lot better this week than I was last week. And I'm thankful for that because today is the first day that I've been alone in since how long? Sixth or something like that. I don't even remember anymore. I usually spend a ton of time alone. And so it's very kind of weird for it to be like quiet and I'm alone. I mean, I'm not because you guys are here and Sarah's in the background somewhere out there. But in person, it's just bizarre, simply bizarre. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. We chose a hard picture, but it's good. It's good. We're gonna totally flourish, and we're going to be so thankful that we did this and challenged ourselves. Kerby pictures are no joke. They're tough. What's your favorite Kerby picture? I mean, the thing is, we've already seen each other, like parts of each other's pages, and every single person here is doing a beautiful job. Like, honestly, they're all so beautiful and similar and different. And it has been so neat to even like learn about new products and hear about how you guys like to use them. It's been really nice. But like I said, I can geek out about pencils and supplies and all those things. If I am doing something here and you don't understand why I'm doing it, you feel free to stop me and ask. Or perhaps you've just seen everything I do a million times and you're like, get on with yourself. Well, maybe that's it. You know, a subject I'd like to talk about, if you would not mind. One of the things that I realize, and this is like not picking out or pointing out or whatever, but just something that I notice I get asked a lot is can these pencils work with these pencils? The answer is yes. All pencils can work with each other. It's a matter of your own pressure and all of the different things that go into that. But like, do y'all know that you can use a wax pencil with an oil pencil and it doesn't matter? My favorite maybe with the world, and thanks, Jess. Lead pencil to learn how to incorporate each other. Yeah. Because like every pencil has wax in it, right? Every single one of them. So at some point you're always using a wax pencil with a little bit more oil or less. Yeah, that's exactly right, Michelle. It's me. If you want to use your pencils together, why not? Because there are probably plenty of sets and things that we have that we're not using because we don't have a whole set, or because somewhere out there in some sort of land of somewhere, somebody has given us the impression that you can't use pencils with different pencils. And that, to me, for Jessica, that is holding my creativity back. And I learned this because 4 years ago I had a art studio, and instead of putting all of my pencils and my pens and my everythings in Prisma, Poly, Posca, da da da. I didn't do that. I put everything. Like if you're purple, you go in this big purple section. If you're blue, you go over here. And I learned a lot by not holding myself, like not allowing myself to only use Holbeins while I'm coloring this page. You may only be able to put so much of that pencil down because that's the evolution of that pencil and the wax makeup and oil and blah blah blah, like Prisma. It's way waxy. You may have a harder time with a Prisma, or I mean with a Poly over that. But if you know how much and where you're going to put something ahead of time, you can make that adjustment for it. And I think that's what we have to learn is the adjustment for the supplies rather than just keeping ourselves in a situation where we only use one type of whatever. And there isn't anything wrong with that either. But I don't want people to think that they can't use products because they don't go together. Pencils specifically. Just like Michelle was saying, it really is a balance of knowing how each one works. And that's why you see so many people swatch their stuff. They're like, "Ooh, what's this going to do? Is it creamy? Is it hard? Is it soft?" Pigment you're trying to put down on the paper. Yeah, I think so. Tell me if you feel differently. I learned you're the boss of that book, so you can use whatever you want. Yes, Michelle, 100 million%. I believe in that. That's why when people stress out about me like tearing my pages or you don't do this, you know, I get a few of those woes in there. Good boy. Remy's a good boy. And he's working. I always shake the Copic. There's no reason to do that. So one of the things that I do is, I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of just went over all of the areas and avoided with my finger this area because I want to go in deeper here. But when I feather out, I want it to be a little more opaque over that pencil I just put down. So that's an example of, you use a Copic marker after you use a pencil. Well, heck yeah, I am, because I want to use those oils and waxes to resist and be more transparent so that I'm not oversaturating something. Hi, Keely. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm okay today. I'm I've had quite a few little sad moments, but I'm doing okay today. Thank you for asking. Um, and sometimes I'll put Gamsol on before I color different layers, because um, it helps spread the color. Obviously, that's like what we use it for, but it doesn't leave those harsh lines if I do it this way. Also lightens it up just a wince so I can see where I need to go in darker. And I'm doing this with a Polychromos, and this is dark indigo. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite pencils, period. And just use those really sharp little itty bitty little flicks. It's okay, Michelle. It's not a big deal. I'm just hanging in there, you know? Thankful to have you guys with me. Do you guys shade? What color? I'm sorry, I'll ask it this way. What color do you guys shade with typically? Oh, in case it was on my side, what colors do you generally shade with? Okay, dark color of the color. So, or deep purple. So, like you can see here that I'm using browns, and I'm using a blue for like depth. I know some of you have mentioned that color theory isn't easy, and I agree with you. But for those of you that are interested in kind of like shading and knowing where to put the shadows and stuff, always go back to your color wheel. If I'm using the opposite is blue. So if I'm like these orangey browns, I'm going to go with more of a blue violet, like this. Um, if I'm coming over to this yellow side, I'll want to use a brighter blue. So over here, I wanted to get purple, these pink colors, so I went with the orange. Blue makes red, this red violet. So really, like, don't be ashamed to use one of these. Your brain, like I said, does not process color the way we want it to, and these have rules and how it works. And definitely get one that's like this, where you can do all the other tertiary colors and all the things. Secondary, your warms versus your cools. Color, I mean, color is very, 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 it's something that's like a very in-depth thing to learn. Come on, get down. Right here. No, I'm not holding you. You're not being held. You're not being held. You can get down. Sorry, kiddo. Sorry. Isn't that funny how you don't push my buttons the way you push mom's buttons? They know. Remy, they know. Mom knows. She's listening. That's good information. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I usually use the same color, just a darker pencil of the same color. That's going to give you, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. It will give you more of like a, I want to say like cartoony look, like a less realism, I think. Nothing wrong with it. I do that too. But if I'm going to do this style like Kerby Rosanes, and I really want to bring out some of those shadows and stuff, that's just how I do it. I love hearing about all the different things that people do to get their pages where they are. And for me, if the lines are going up this way, then I'll bring these in at a different angle, slightly, not exactly, but kind of at a different angle because that's already creating an upper shadow. You don't need to, you know, I don't know, it's complex. So, for instance, there's this area here, and I filled it in, right? But I want to shadow it up. So I put my finger there so I don't go any further below because I have this crazy hand that won't stop. And I just push it up here the opposite way. Like the light would be coming in this way, so it would be dark on this side. And it would be coming in this way. So it would be dark all the way up and around this corner because neither one of those would see that. Then you take your gamsol and you bring it back. And that's why, you move all over. It's okay that it muddied. It's dark right here. I'm going to come back in with the brown anyway, and it's going to neutralize it a little. One time I used the black to shadow, put the color over it, and then I do that. You guys can see it in a video that's coming out. I did it here. I put black in the crevices first, and then because I used the black Posca pin in all of the different crevices. Oh, I keep shaking it. That's funny. No, you're okay. Oopsie, I keep forgetting this section over here. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Sorry, you annoying. It's really hard for me to sit in silence. Remy, do you need to go potty? You want to go potty? Yeah. Okay, potty break. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Try not to leave. There's only one person here. Sorry, I had to get some salami and cheese also. Thank you. Yeah. we typically keep stuff like that. Just something to eat like that rather than just um I can't really cook much when Sarah's not here. If Sarah's not here, then I rely on like cold foods, sandwiches, stuff like that. why? I imagine it beautiful. It was beautiful last time you were showing it. Amy, you can't say that. You like it, don't you? There's nothing you like about it? Okay, we're gonna have to talk Amy off the ledge. Most positive. Oh, I tried, guys. I tried with the dogs. I tried with the dogs. Amy, come on. Come on. Here. Come on. Go. Window. Go to the window. Oh. Yeah, you that's your background in itself is amazing. There's no way you can say you just don't like it. We never see our work for what we do. Oh, no barking. Uh-uh. No. No. Hey, listen. No. 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 No playing. Lay down. Lay down. Good job, Remy. Good job. Don't mind me while I color and train my dog at the same time. Don't share the pages, and if we need to give each other feedback or whatever that. Sometimes we just need to be reassured, or at least like maybe then put it back on a different level so we can like not overthink and be creative again. My problem is I think it's not as good as everyone else's. I always do that to myself, and I'm not supposed to do that to anybody, but I wouldn't worry about it, Amy. I'd say you can. Just, yeah. It's really difficult for us not to be our own worst critics. I can look at somebody else's and see all of the different marks. You know, art is your true signature, I believe. Um, and it's not something somebody else can create. So we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to something else that's been created because it is impossible for us to create it. It's that whole like perfection thing I think we deal with as a human race. And it's not funny because it will stop you from trying things, practicing things. Yeah. Me? Rem? Yeah. And that's right there why when Sarah and I were talking about doing this, I literally was like, I'm doing them last because I know that I'll do them too bright or too dark, and I just wasn't going to be able to live with myself, and I would get too much into my head and overthink and yada yada yada. So uh, I'm sure um, just remember that if you're trying to make something glow, um, things behind it have to be. I don't know if that helps you or not. I'm really sorry for my dog barking. Just think he's outside. That dog barks, and you jump. There's just no way around it. No, Good job, Ram. No, good job. Isn't that crazy? My dog can open the door himself with his face. Oh. I really am sorry about my connection. Maybe one of these days we will be able to improve on it. All right, I'm going to use my blow dryer because the paper stays more wet longer than you think it does. When you guys did all of this stuff, like all that stuff, what did you coordinate it with your candle, or did you like take it a different direction? I'm still really lost. Really lost. Do you guys mind if I go make my dog come in? Crazy dog. I'll be right back. No, get down. Get down. Man, these dogs. They're difficult. Why in the heck are dogs so difficult? They say children are difficult. I really feel like I was able to control my children more than my dogs. I like that. I'm excited to see that, Michelle. Okay, get down. Get down. It's always nerve-wracking to sharpen a brand new Holbein pencil. When it breaks or Foley has his head on my leg, and I'm not, this is fine, but being, I wish Remy would wake him up. Oh, Remy wakes him up. I'm so sorry. Well, just remember, like I said earlier, this is like my 8th hour or 7th hour, 8 hours, 8 hours working on this now. So I don't know if you've put in 8 hours, but if you haven't put in 8 hours, perhaps try not to be good. Because I've put in a lot of time in this and I'm barely right here. It's a lot of detail. It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of detail in this. I doubt it, Michelle. I color slow and I don't have a lot of time to do it. Don't worry. Please don't let my almost complete page make you give up. Please just do as much as you can. You know? I guess I think the more pressure we're putting in our heads, the more we think we have to be finished on some sort of time. If this takes you a year, that's perfectly fine. I think it's only when you are like, oh, we're doing a challenge for the month of May, or something like that, where you're like, oh, the deadline's coming. But I think that if we're just buddy coloring, like, dude, that's why I left the community, guys. I got really burnt out on more than one thing. But I definitely got to the point where it was feeling like I had to color, like I had to make everything perfect. And if something didn't work out right, I was like stressing out on it. And I really had to like talk myself off that ledge constantly. I think it's a very normal ledge to be on. But let our friends talk us off the ledge too, I think, is my lesson in it. Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Michelle. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see your page. And sleep good. Toodles, my noodles. What do you think? Is it okay so far? Is it not okay so far? What am I doing here? I was coloring on TikTok one night, and someone had to ask me why I color on TikTok or at all. And I said, well, my main purpose is so that we can like build a community, like bridge some sort of, what do we want to learn? And I don't know why, but just that I'm really looking for community. And all of a sudden, like so many people came into my live, and it's called a raid, I guess, over there. And they just really tickled my fancy because it was my very, very first day back into the coloring community. And they had sent me gifts and, different, like, money or whatever, which is not necessary, but it was flattering and very thankful because I literally was so scared to like start this journey for myself. Okay, so I need to tackle these flames. And I'm feeling really like scared. Yes, right there. I think I'm going to do it this way. So I made a decision on what I'm going to do for the inside, the little dilly dogs. I don't know what those are called. The columns and, or not the columns, but like, you know, the parts. Guys, you know what I mean. You all know what the parts are. I will like them. Just grab a color and get at them. Hi, Sarah. What in the holy heck? Dang it. Dang it. You're okay. You're all right, buddy. You're okay. I was just trying to get my lead out. It's not like, you know, anything major. He is freaked out right now. What the heck are you doing? Okay. Well, we have a style. We all have a style. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, it came out. I was trying to get the tip of the pencil out, and now that it's eaten like literally half my pencil, just ridiculous. Pencil sharpeners don't last very long. There. Okay. You're just gonna be smarter than the machine. That's all. That's all. That's all, folks. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, There's so many different styles out there. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's literally just eating my pencil. It's literally ate my whole pencil. For the record, I really don't like you, pencil sharpener. This is like the most depressing things. Holbeins are like, what, $3 each? I can't even get this one in there. This one doesn't fit. I'm done with that pencil. This is clearly I'm frustrated right now. Try number 3. This is like the most ridiculous thing. Okay. No, not my pencil. I have more. That's just very defeating. All right, here we go. I'm going to come in with dark purple. Dark purple. Dark purple. Dark purple. Then I come back in with this really light color and I go around it. Okay. I'm going to come in with this like greenish brown over that purple. Make it super crisp. Crisp, crisp, crisp. Yep. So that you can make it look dimensional. Okay. Then you're going to come in with your yellow orange. So you have to be really careful because underneath there's so much green. So it's going to turn a different color than I may want it. This could take till the never wary. No. This could take forever. That's what the heck I'm trying to say. This could take forever. I will not accept any more pencil breaking. We all do. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. This is a really small area to be doing this, but hey, why not? Supposed to slow down anyway, right? Is Amy going live tonight? Did I hear Amy got her stuff figured out? I mean, Lori? What's that? What's that book? I think the guy's name's Christopher. He does the really miniature, small pictures, and I forgot his name. I really like to do those too. I gotta be in the mood for them, but I like them. I think you should, my friend, if you're up to it. That'd be fun. I'd love to watch. I know Amy's been looking forward to it too a week. Oh. Maybe just go for a couple minutes. I can in if you want to, then that way and if you want me to end sooner, I can do that like tomorrow night or whenever he's um, at work. We can definitely share time. I don't want to be greedy. Yeah, that's it. Whenever it is. Um, 11:30 my time. Yeah, I'm open to whatever's clever. Um, also don't let me pressure you. It's okay to just be like, no, no. Yeah. Well, if it doesn't work today, we're gonna go like on a mission to troubleshoot for you. So did you say you have a webcam now? Yeah, absolutely. So Lori will be doing a what you want to do. What would that mean? Like 9 tomorrow? No, I hit live in YouTube app and my camera came on, so pretty sure I'm good. Maybe. I don't know how it works. Mine did too, but I didn't even try it with my phone. I just went straight to my webcam. So it would be interesting to see. Just when you think you're done shading, you're not done. You're just flat out not done. I'm excited. I think that's going to be fun. I mean it because I mean I think we're like the only nighttime colorists that I know of. Maybe I'm just not in the cool kids club. Maybe there are so many. Who knows? But I'm trying to become one of the cool kids and be able to be part of this evening coloring because I just can't. I mean, it takes me. I wake up and it takes me like hour to 2 hours to even be able to get out of bed most days. So yeah, mornings are a doozy for me. And a lot of you are like on the East Coast, so I don't even like that's so early. Like Michelle's first live is like so early. Yeah, I can't force myself to stay awake. Um, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I've tried, I've gone to the doctors, I've done all the things, practice all the clean sleeping, rituals, and I can honestly tell you my body literally just wants to be awake at night. And you know what? Unfortunately, such a lonely world at night. Even if I love the quiet, because I guess maybe I'm a loner. I like, I like Sarah to be around me, but like other than that, I'm pretty much a loner, and I just like to be alone. And but there's like nobody to talk to when you're up all night long. And somehow I keep feeling so guilty about it. Why do I feel guilty about it? Well, part of it's because Sarah has to work, and here I am just, coloring all night long. I've always had to be a breadwinner, and it's just such a weird place to be, and I'm not sure how to be okay with it. Got any tricks, please? How do you maintain your confidence? Any questions about anything I did tonight? Suggestions? Things you didn't like what I did? I'm all. It works, Lori, especially if you feel like you are good at it because um, you and more than anyone probably understand like how important art is in a therapeutic way. Remy, no, no barking. Hey, that's enough. Thank you, Sarah. How's work going, Sarah? I also promise you that if we do future buddy colors, it doesn't have to be this extensive. Customize and color anything. I think that myself and Sarah have small victories if you want to try another challenge after this. I know you guys got quite a few. I tried 11:30 my time, so 8:30 for you. Just test night sounds good. Yeah. Admin time right now. I'm just working on directives. Okay, okay. I've had the window open the whole time I've been in here, just like a wince of a crack. Got in here and thought I was going to boil, and I I'm for the first time like with the window very 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 comfortable. Is it not cold outside, Sarah? I guess I got mid 40s with rain. Yeah, no wonder. It's very humid and very warm. I mean, I barely have it cracked open, but and one over there that keeps us all busy in chat. Just wait a minute, Amy. Let me make sure I understood that. Maybe we should do a buddy color here and one over there that keeps us all busy in chat. Just a suggestion. You mean me do my own and then you guys do your own? I'm not sure if I follow there. Yeah, I always want to cross my fingers that she doesn't have a rough night. Her having a rough night means someone had a rougher night. Only a few minutes left. I appreciate everybody. I thank you for stopping by, new, old, and in between. Again, I do appreciate people being kind and welcoming me back to the community, stopping by and chatting or just catching us up on how you're doing, whatever that might be. We appreciate all of the creativity and the community that we're building. Thank you guys. Like, okay, we're doing this color along. Do a different one. Oh, yeah, we don't have to do the same book, right? But like, we can all be doing something at the same time. Is that what you mean? I think that's what I got out of that. And have different tastes in what we like and have. Sounds good to me. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone. Probably the next live that I do, which will be tomorrow at 5 p.m., will probably be my last night on this page. Does not mean that you can't join in. It doesn't mean that you can't just start anytime, even in the future of this. I would love so much if you were to, let us know that you did it, tag us in it. And thank you. I appreciate everyone, and we'll see you again tomorrow.